At a weekend gathering of high school volleyball players, families from more conservative parts of Canada's Ontario province, there's still hope that Conservative Prime Minister candidate Pierre Poilievre can pull off victory in Monday's election.
He's the best of everybody, but he is better than I think of the Red Party, Liberal.
For months, Poilievre had leaned into his comparisons with Donald Trump, but he saw his 26 percentage point lead in January collapse after Trump started talking about absorbing Canada as the 51st U.S. state.
Because without the U.S., Canada really doesn't have a country.
Many Canadians are still furious.
He's just trying to step on us, and it's just not acceptable.
I think he's the worst leader in the history of modern history anyways.
Voters have taken out their anger on Poilievre, who now trails Liberal Prime Minister Mark Carney by 4 points. Poilievre had also long used former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau as a punching bag. But when Trump did that, it was Poilievre who suffered.
Mr. Trudeau was deeply unpopular in Canada, but there's a certain thing in terms of, hey, you know, I can criticize my family, but you keep your hands off my family. You know what? You're not in the tent.
Supporters of Poilievre are hoping that voters just ignore what Trump says.
I don't think it's going to affect the outcome. I think the people know who they want to be in the new party. I think it's going to be a landslide.
You mean for the Conservatives?
Yeah.
Trump is just an excuse, you know, for poor leadership, unfortunately.
Pollsters tell us the tariffs that President Trump imposed on Canadian goods did not have as big an impact on voters here as you might think. But they did give Carney an opportunity to take some immediate action for Canada and appear presidential.
We are facing the most significant crisis of our lifetimes because of President Trump's unjustified tariffs and his threats to our sovereignty.
Meanwhile, Poilievre is trying his best to call out both the Liberal Party and Trump.
After the Liberals weakened our economy, President Trump smelled that weakness and attacked us with more unjustified tariffs.
Trump himself commented this week on the Canadian election, very ironically.
I don't think it's appropriate for me to get involved in their election.
But he is involved, and maybe far more than anyone could have imagined. Andy Roesgen, TR2 World, Ottawa, Canada.